Hello there, this is Pokesaurs Kabutops with another showdown battle group. So as you can see, I'm using Feraligatr. This is a troll for alligator for show. I used, of course, my Dragon Dance to increase my speed and attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna wreck this guy. Like, it's not even fair. I'm just gonna use Feraligatr this entire battle. I think I had like an Arceus and something else with me, and I just used Feraligatr like a boss. He even chooses out Ampharos. I knock it out in one hit with a waterfall. Yeah. Of course, I can't just use waterfall and everything, so when his Lapras comes out, I use fighting my super power attack. His fighting type was super effective. Really, the hardest Pokemon I had to fight on this guy's party was his Kubeline, or however you pronounce it. And even that didn't take too long to beat. I mean, I could have used Earthquake. I probably should have used Earthquake. I used a Whirlpool on it. Not Whirlpool, Waterfall on it, as you can see. And yeah, I almost fainted it with one hit. If I didn't use that, if I didn't use Superpower, he used Volt switching to Arcanine, which doesn't really make too much sense, even though Arcanine did lower my attack. Waterfall is super effective and stab and all that stuff. Knock it out. And then he chooses out his couple lines. I think, what the heck, why not just waterfall it again, knock it out one hit? Yeah, I just trolled the balls out of that guy with a Feraligatr alone. Sure, Feraligatr only has 6 HP, but he just took down 6 Pokemon. So yeah, here's my next video. We go into me using this party. I go in with Mothman first, of course, and then you see the Azurill, the Azumarill, I'm sure, not Azumarill, but however you pronounce it, Azurill, whatever, evolved form of Marill. I'm sure you guys see it. And usually when I have him, he's a troll. Of course, this one was a slight troll. He was more of an attacker than he was anything else. But the Pokemon that I really want to show you guys is the Scraggy has, so I'm just going to fast forward this as best I can. This is really just how fast I can make it go. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, his roll doesn't really do much. I think he has Toxic, but that's pretty much his only trolling move. I go into Zekrom, blah 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 blah. You guys aren't interested in the Zekrom part. This is just a Pokemon I've been trolling people with. And of course, these are all random battles I've been showing you. All of them. Even the last video that you saw was all just me trolling people with random battles, so these aren't actually teams I made. It's just luck that I got these trolls on my team. And so I just try to knock this guy out. He knocks out Zekrom pretty badly. I was going to use a physical move, but I don't know why I chose Draco Meteor. Before I could switch the moves back, before I could take it back, he did that. Knocks me, of course. And I believe we're going to mob him for this one, because he's weak to him. And, yeah, so this battle, pretty much, this guy had me on the ropes for a while there. He did some pretty good damage to me. He knocked out my Zekrom. He knocks out my Chinchou. He knocks out my Azurill with his Chinchou. I believe he knocks out my Sudowoodo. No, he doesn't. So he gets to Scraggy, and Scraggy just messes him up. I go in for bulk up to increase my attack and defenses. He goes in for another Skull to do a lot of damage to me. I go in with Drain Punch and just knock him out in one hit. So I regain some of my HP, of course. And he sends out Pupitar. We call him Pupitar because we're weird like that. I use Drain Punch, wondering why he went into a Pupitar. And then he goes into Kadabra. Smart move if it weren't for the fact that Scraggy's a Dark type, so he resists Ghost, which he used Shadow Ball, and he completely resists Psychic. So I just go in for another bulk up while he's using that. And I was like, I am so going to destroy this guy. So I use Ice Punch, because he probably thought I didn't have it. So I use Ice Punch. And then his last Pokemon was just a Whimsicott. And I feel so sad for him when this happens. He's huge, and I use one Ice Punch to just O-sock him. So he gets destroyed by a Scraggy, and I win the battle. Here's the battle between me and Roarpole guys. Anyways, yeah. I didn't actually finish this battle with this guy. I don't know why I said I have two. Maybe I have a Zoroark. And I checked my party too well when I was fighting this guy. But, I trolled this guy so bad, he quit the match that I was actually finishing. I was thinking I could just use Fly Part for the entire thing because he has Prankster for his ability and he has leftovers. Until this guy came out. This Goldie really messed up my Light Part. I used Substitute. He knocks it out in one hit Drill Run. It's like, dang! I just go in for the Swagger. He hits himself, of course, because he's confused and I'm lucky. And then I use Foul Play and just knock it out in one hit. Because it was so physically strong. It was crazy. He switches out Beartic. Beartic's the one that really knocks out my Light Part, but Light Part messes him up with his with that. So yeah, I did that, and then I ended up using Gothrita, and I used Hidden Power Fighting, and then I believe I was gonna go into some. Okay, so use it one more time. I was gonna go into using Calm Mind to try to increase the power real quick, and then I was gonna finish him off with another one, which I did. I believe it was his next Pokemon that the person throws off, but I was really just showing you guys oh no, is this the one that he quits? Yeah, he does quit because he couldn't got my Rotom Fan. Yeah, I was just trying to show you guys that trolling Liepard. We're coming up to the last two battles. This person uses Unfez and I'm using my... I didn't get to finish this battle either. No, I did finish this battle. He completely destroyed me. I want to show you guys what happens when I get a completely unfair party against me. I mean, seriously, this guy just had a huge advantage over me. So he has Caracosta and Unfez, and as you saw, I have a Weasel and a Haunter. So far, no final stages. I get Cacnea out. He chooses out Emboar. I mean, I have a Deoxys, and you think, oh yeah, you have Deoxys, this is perfectly fair-ish, sorta. No, because this guy had an Arceus. Yeah, this guy had Unfezant, he had a Emboar, he has he has a Caracosta, he has a Blaziken with Speed Boost, and it's somehow supposed to be fair for both of us. Like, this battle wasn't considered by any standards unfair for anyone. Thank God my ability was sturdy for this one. I got a Stealth Rocks in before he knocks out my Geodude. And then I go in... I can't remember exactly who I go into. I think I go back into Weasel to knock him out. No, I go into Deoxys for this one. This is where I bring out my Deoxys. He uses Flare Blitz and knocks out Deoxys in one hit with Flare Blitz. Weasel was a big help on this one. He was. I was trying to get to I was hoping he'd have a weaker Pokemon like I did. I had a bunch of weaker Pokemon, so I could set up a bulk up and then switch it over to someone else who's physically strong, like the Geodude or my Trapinch I have. And I never get the chance because this guy just had a boss party. Everyone was terribly strong against me. I take out his Kingdra with Trap Pitch, which is actually kind of fun. I use Superpower. And he brings out Caracosta. I think he brings out Caracosta. No, he brings out Arceus Rock form. I take out his Arceus with Trapinch, which is actually really sad that I took down him. Sure, I have Choice Band, so I didn't really have much of a choice between that and that, but still, yeah, this was really one-sided. This guy just Aqua Jets me and knocks out Buizel, too, with, I don't know what, few moves. But yeah, that was completely one-sided attack. I'm just going to show you guys that. Showdown is terrible to me. So now we get into my last battle, another victory for me. Believe it or not, I get a lot of losses when I do this, and so this is actually a victory for me, hopefully, I believe. Pretty sure it's a victory. I don't usually do losses. Anyways, I do that, and it's his turn again, so he uses Foul Play, just knocks out my Landorus. He used a Ice Power, Hidden Power, so I switch over to Regirock, and I use Earthquake and just wreck him. And then this person was trying to trick me. I was going to show you guys the feed, but I'll read to you guys what he says when he tries tricking me. And slow this down a bit so you guys can see it in actual time, not in fast forward. The entire thing was in fast forward. Yeah, he noticed that I had 2 legendaries. And then as we're battling, he talks to me every once in a while. I don't ever respond back to him because I was more focused on switching battles and going through the battle and everything. I wasn't really paying too much of attention to the comments. And yeah, so I have like 3 flying types on my party, including that Landorus, I believe. We have like half my party is flying, and knocks out him, of course. So no, I didn't have 2 flying. I might have 3 flying. I can't remember because I can't see my full party, but I use Ice Beam, knock it out, yeah, whatever. And he chooses out Pinsir, which is a pretty interesting choice. I use Toxic to poison him. He leeches into me, so to prevent me from losing too much HP, I swap out my Love Disc out for, I believe I switch it out for, yeah, Turtwig, so I didn't have 3 flying types. I switched out for Turtwig, so you couldn't do that. He uses poison on me. I was like, oh, that's pretty smart. So now I go in for a Leech Toxic, and then he uses X Scissor, and then I go in for a Seed Bomb. And so far, he hasn't, he pretty much figures that he has the upper hand on me right now. So he thinks, oh yeah, I can beat this guy pretty easily right now. Other than the Regirock, of course, which he's worrying about in his mind somewhere. Because, of course, Regirock is pretty much the only one who gets a bunch of kills in this match. Regirock uses Stone Edge, super effective, so it knocks him out. So we'll just keep going. He uses Lickitung. Lickitung was the one I really set up on. I set up on Lickitung. I used Toxic, I believe. He used Earthquake to try to knock me out. I know I said this like nothing compared to my defenses. And I go in for a Bulk Up, I believe. No, I use Curse. Increase my attack and defense, but destroy my speed. And at the same time, he goes into Curse. What? So we're both cursing. So, not in the comments, but I pretty much, in my mind, challenged him to a Curse war, but he didn't accept, apparently, because I go into Curse again. He tries to use Earthquake, I believe. There, he does go into Curse again. Yeah. No, he heals Bells to remove his poison. So, yeah, tries to get rid of his poison. I curse. He uses Power Whip. I believe I poison him again, or I poison him again. And then thinking that he would waste his turn on trying to kill the poison, I believe I was going into Earthquake. No, I'm going to Curse one more time so I can just destroy him later on. And he realized I'm destroying him slowly while having to attack him. So the first thing he does is he says, "Gotta go. You probably won." But as you can see, he continues battling. So this is his first time trying to trick me into leaving. He says, later on the next turn, he says, "You definitely won." And then he continues to attack me in the battle. So I was like, I was wondering if he was trying to trick me out of the match so he could have a win. So I just Stone Edge him to the win. And of course, I don't leave a match unless I'm under a huge amount of pressure that there's no way I could possibly win. Like that, what's now? I just want to show you guys everything. He puts my Regirock to sleep, which is a good move. But I swap out. This isn't my only strong Pokemon, of course, so I switch it into Love Disc. Yes, there's Love Disc from before. Surprised you forgot that Love Disc has Ice Beam, which is what I use on him. So my Love Disc has Leftovers and Ice Beam, which really plays a huge effect on this guy. He's Leftovers, he uses Thunderbolt, nearly knocks me out. I go in for another Ice Beam, nearly knock him out, then he knocks me out with another Thunderbolt. This person's like, he quickly said, "Grr." He gurs at me for no reason really, I guess, other than the fact that he's figured out that I'm not leaving because he says I'm probably going to win. So I just use Aqua Jet, knock out him, goes into his last Pokemon, who I can't remember who it is, but I destroy it. It's Rapidash. I use Waterfall, I believe, and he uses Wild Charge to knock me out. I just O-sock it with a Waterfall. So those are my battles. I thought they were interesting to show you guys, me trolling people. That one hugely upsetting battle I had against that one person who clearly had a huge advantage over me the entire battle, even though I got some knockouts, which is good. Well, this is Pokesaurs Kabutops signing off.